How you started playing basketball?
So I started playing basketball. I was probably about. I was probably like 11 or 12, maybe. I know that I was in like 6th or 7th grade, and actually, I used to watch a lot of basketball, but like I didn't really get into basketball until like 7th or 8th grade when I started taking it serious. But like I used to watch like Jordan and idolize him growing up. Allen Iverson, Kevin Garnett, those guys were like guys that I looked up to growing up, and kind of inspired me to want to play the game. So that's pretty much how I started, like just playing in like AAU tournaments, and got better like year by year. So yeah, that's pretty much how I started playing basketball.
How's your college in Cal State?
Cal State was a pretty good experience. I transferred from a 2-year back in Iowa, where I'm originally from, and then from the 2-year in Iowa, I went to California, where I played at Cal State. And my first year, I did pretty well. We played against some big schools, some good talent and stuff like that. My second year, it didn't really go too well for me. I had some kind of fell out with my coaches, and things didn't really go my way. But I stuck with it all the way through to the end of the season. And at the end of the year, I ended up landing my first professional contract. So I guess you could say it worked out in the end for me.
How's playing alongside with Marcio Lassiter?
Marcio is a really good player. From what I remember in college, he was like a 3-and-D guy. Really like a guy that brings the intensity, physical on defense, but knock down shots too as well from deep. So I'm not too sure. I haven't seen him play much recently. I'm not too sure if he's still the same kind of player. I'm sure he's a lot better now, obviously. But yeah, man, it was a good experience playing alongside him. But we only got to play together for 1 year, so because I was a junior and he was a senior, so I had 2 years. He was on his last year when I was on my first year there at Cal State.
How's experience playing in Germany?
I didn't really like it, to be honest. It wasn't. I'd probably say it's one of my least favorite places to play. At the same time, it was my first experience playing internationally. So like after I left, because I left the season early and went home because I got homesick because it was my first time leaving. But after I got home, I thought about it and I was like, damn, like I miss basketball. I still want to play basketball again. So like, looking back on it, I wish I would have stayed, but I was young. It was my first professional contract. I got homesick and I left and went home. So that was kind of like my first experience in Germany.
How's experience playing in Indonesia?
Indonesia was, man, that was probably, as far as like the coverage the media goes and things like that, it's probably one of my favorite places to play. They treat you well there. They treat you well. I like the way the league is structured. When I was there, I think it was 2 imports, but they go back and forth and they change it so much now. I think it's 3 now. But yeah, I really enjoyed playing there. I ended up going there I had the opportunity to play in Tunisia, which is in Africa, like northern Africa, and then I left there because I got the offer to go play in Indonesia. Went there and loved it. My team was like so-so, but I got the experience, being in all the major cities in there because we play every weekend. You have a series in a different city, so it was a cool experience. I can say that I really enjoyed playing there in Indo.
How's experience playing in TBL in one championship?
Oh man, that was it was a to be honest, like I didn't expect things to go the way that they went, and I honestly was just going to Thailand to enjoy Thailand and play basketball as well. You know what I mean? I mean, me and my other teammate, we had conversations about wanting to win the championship prior to, but I didn't foresee it going the way that it did. Everything worked out. It couldn't have worked out any more perfect than it did. Thailand. I've been to Thailand 4 times, so this time was probably the most fun that I've had all the way around. As far as like just living there and playing basketball as well too. So yeah, it was a great experience. Winning the championship. That was the icing on the cake.
How's experience playing in asiabasket?
Yeah, asiabasket was cool. That was an experience that kind of like was annexed on through us winning the championship. We kind of took the team, the core, well, not the whole team, but the core of the team that we had in Thailand, and we kind of just used the name and like took that team and went into the asiabasket. We didn't do too well. I feel like it's because some of the guys were kind of younger. We had big leads in the games early on, and we lost games that we should have won because we were up big and just lost the lead and ended up losing at the end of the game. So, but overall, it was a good experience. I would definitely go back and play in asiabasket again.
How hard to be journeyman?
It's pretty. It can be difficult. I think over time, I just kind of got used to being what you call a journeyman, I guess. Just always being on the go. To me, it's hard for me because I have to be away from my son. That's probably the most difficult part of it for me. But outside of that, I love to travel. I love to play basketball. So it's the best of both worlds. So outside of me not being able to see my son, it's not really hard for me. I try to make it home as often as I can to visit family and spend time with my son as well. So, but that's probably the most difficult part for me is not being there for my son.
Who is the best teammate you ever had on your career?
Oh man, in my whole career, it's a tough one, man. I don't want to ruffle no feathers, man. I play with a lot of great players. I won a couple championships, but I don't know. I'm gonna just go to be safe. I'm gonna say the best team I played with was in college, because he did go on to play in the NBA a little bit. His name is Joshua Cohen. He's like a point guard, but he can shoot the ball. I think he and Patty Mills were top in the nation in scoring when I was in school. So I would say, I would probably say him.
If you not became professional basketball player, what do you think your work right now?
Professional basketball player? To be honest, I would probably be. I don't know. Good question. Cause like if I just like completely cut basketball out of my life, I don't know. I'll probably be doing something with kids. I enjoy like working with kids, so I would probably be doing something like give back to the youth, something in that aspect.
Last question, top 3 best shooting guard right now in the NBA.
I don't know, that's tough because now you got point guards that are kind of considered shooting guards too. You got Halliburton, he's kind of hot right now. You got Steph, but Steph is kind of like shooting guards. I'm gonna just say Steph, just because. Who else? Oh, Tim Hardaway. He's been playing well lately. And then it's not really a shooting guard, but I'm gonna say Halliburton. All right, man.
Thank you for watching.